Later, Ellen. See you never. Good luck with that UK weather. You say that Trump's what sent you packing. We know it's 'cause your career be lacking. Enjoy your cricket, tea, and biscuit. Fuel up and fade out your stupid dick. Read all about the latest issue. This just in. Nobody will miss you.
MC Gene, our Arkansas M&M.
Greg Gutfeld and Megyn Kelly have both been critical of Ellen DeGeneres in recent years, particularly following reports and allegations about workplace culture behind her long-running talk show. Their discussion focuses on the contrast between Ellen's public image of kindness and the experiences described by some former employees. While opinions remain divided, the controversy sparked a broader conversation about celebrity branding, workplace expectations, and accountability in the entertainment industry.
News article after article of people being like, Ellen is a nasty person. And all these staffers started to come out, not for nothing, but I know a guy, I know him very well, whose sister worked for her, who said, you were not allowed to make eye contact with Ellen in the halls of that.
For years, Ellen DeGeneres built one of the most recognizable brands in daytime television. Her show became known for celebrity interviews, audience giveaways, and a message centered around kindness. That positive image helped her connect with millions of viewers, but in later years, questions about workplace culture behind the scenes led to increased public scrutiny and debate about whether the show's public image matched the experiences of everyone involved.
Ellen DeGeneres feeling the heat as more employees, past and present, from her show say that they were working in a toxic environment. Some Hollywood actors also speaking out against the talk show host now. Let's bring in Carly Shimkus of Fox News Headlines 24/7. Carly, good morning. Great to see you. So what more are we hearing on this story?
Yeah, so things are really spiraling here, and it's sort of two situations unfolding at once. One of them has to do with a mountain of complaints against the show's executive producers. Some 47 past and current employees have complained to BuzzFeed News. Allegations ranging from toxic work environment, bullying, now even harassment.
As criticism of the show grew, some former employees publicly described workplace experiences that they felt were stressful or difficult. These accounts fueled a larger discussion about management practices in the entertainment industry and raised questions about the gap that can sometimes exist between a public brand and internal workplace culture. While perspectives on the situation vary, the allegations attracted significant media attention and became a major part of the conversation surrounding the show's legacy.
On camera, she laughed while she badgered her staff. And so all good things must end. And also the Ellen DeGeneres show. Yes, the 83-year-old entertainer just announced that the upcoming 19th season of her show will be its last. Apparently, she created a workplace more toxic than an Amazon warehouse in Chernobyl. Countless allegations surfaced last summer that the show's work environment was rife with harassment and discrimination. Following those charges, Ellen's ratings dropped faster than Kevin Spacey's pants at a boy band pool party. Try to say that fast.
The controversy surrounding Ellen's show led many commentators to re-examine how daytime television operates behind the scenes. Critics argued that the polished on-screen experience viewers enjoyed may not always reflect the challenges faced by production teams working off-camera. As more stories and allegations became public, the discussion expanded beyond one show and became part of a broader conversation about workplace expectations, leadership, and accountability in the entertainment industry.
If you saw her, this is not a nice person. So she eventually got canceled, but now she's coming back. She's got a Netflix special. That's the right response. Yeah. She's got a Netflix special. And here's the capper. On the promo, and apparently there's now articles out about from people who have seen the preview. She plays the victim. And she says, poor me. And she actually has the nerve to say that she was run out of Hollywood.
As more allegations and reports gained attention, media personalities such as Megyn Kelly became increasingly vocal about the controversy surrounding Ellen's show. Kelly argued that the discussion was about more than one celebrity's reputation. It reflected broader questions about how public figures manage their image and how media organizations respond when concerns about workplace culture emerge. The debate ultimately became part of a larger conversation about accountability, transparency, and the relationship between public perception and behind-the-scenes realities.
I mean, Ellen got canceled for real a few years ago from just being a jerk.
Yeah.
Like, it wasn't like a single comment she said or something she did, just lots of people saying that working for her was a living nightmare and that she's a jerk. And I think that's probably why she wants to leave, because she hasn't really been able to make a comeback.
Yeah.
I mean, remember how everybody loved Ellen? They're like, Ellen, we love you. Ellen's here. Yay. And then that all went away. So she probably has been thinking of a reason to leave. And now she thinks that this is the reason to try to make it look like some sort of, look how afraid I am. I feel how you feel because I'm, you know, of Trump.
Yeah, it was just the excuse. She is, Emily, I watched her comedy special. It was like a huge pity party. It was about how she was lamenting how her reputation has suffered. She's essentially as popular as a pit bull with monkeypox.
One of the central criticisms raised by commentators and former employees was the contrast between Ellen's public image and the workplace experiences described by some staff members. These allegations prompted a wider discussion about celebrity branding and whether audiences sometimes see a carefully curated version of public figures rather than the full picture. As more accounts became public, media outlets and commentators began examining how entertainment companies balance image, leadership, and workplace culture. Regardless of where people stand on the controversy, it became one of the most talked about debates in daytime television.
Putting this on Trump, do you think that she's going to be, just everybody's going to love her in England?
Especially the jihadis who love the lesbians so much. They're going to love her there. I think she's fleeing for way more than her anger over Trump.
If Trump is truly responsible for Ellen's exodus, shouldn't that go down as his greatest achievement in the last 8? I mean, he should get the Nobel Prize.
He's literally going to have a who's who of left. I mean, the entire 80s music catalog is gone. You got Springsteen, Cher, Madonna. I just don't know why they keep showing pictures of Aaron Rodgers with blonde hair.
Megyn Kelly argued that the controversy surrounding Ellen DeGeneres reflected larger issues within the entertainment industry. In her commentary, she questioned how public figures can maintain a positive public image while allegations and criticism continue to circulate behind the scenes. Kelly also highlighted what she viewed as inconsistencies in media coverage, suggesting that some celebrities receive more favorable treatment than others. The debate ultimately expanded beyond one television host and became part of a broader discussion about media narratives, public perception, and accountability in high-profile industries.
I have a question for you on this. This is perfect for you because I'm seeing this week that there is an attempted comeback by somebody who did not cross one of those fateful lines of the misstepping on their sacred cows of gender or race or sexuality. Yeah. But she was said to be a nasty biatch, and that's Ellen DeGeneres. Yeah. So her show got canceled after she had this testy exchange with Dakota Johnson, where something happened where Dakota said, "Oh, I had this birthday party," and Ellen said, "Well, why didn't you invite me? You didn't invite me." And she said, "Like, no, I did invite you, Ellen. That's not what happened." And Ellen had blown her off. And then tried to play the victim on the set.
Commentators such as Greg Gutfeld and Megyn Kelly have both contributed to the broader discussion around Ellen DeGeneres' public image and the criticism her show received in later years. Their perspectives reflect a wider media debate about how celebrities are covered in the press, how accountability is discussed in entertainment, and how public relations strategies can shape audience perception. While interpretations differ, the situation became a recurring example used in discussions about media bias, celebrity culture, and reputation management in Hollywood.
We must stay in the hell of Trump. We're out of here. By the way, Walter.
I think we could let the illegal aliens stay if we get enough of Hollywood to self-deport.
Yes. I will take 1,000.
You know, exactly.
I'll take 1,000 Venezuelan migrants for one share.
Exactly. If you can get one Hollywood star to leave, you get to stay. Otherwise, it's out.
You know what, though? It's funny. I just want to bring this up to you. You can comment or not. Yeah. So she left a celebrity base to go to London, and she's already ensconced with other celebrities. So she's basically still in the same bubble.
She's not going back to London. She's going to Oxfordshire. And as the only person on this set who attended Oxford University.
No, way to drop that.
It's true. I can tell you that there is nothing high British Oxford society loves more than a failed and despised American talk show host.
Greg Gutfeld, along with other media commentators, has discussed how celebrity culture often blends entertainment with carefully managed public image. In his commentary on Ellen DeGeneres, he focused on the contrast between a public persona built around relatability and the highly produced nature of modern talk shows. He also used humor and satire to comment on how apologies and media narratives are presented in the entertainment industry. Overall, these takes reflect a broader discussion in media criticism about celebrity branding, audience expectations, and how public figures are portrayed across different platforms.
A show, home of Matt Lauer, that the bad press actually had nothing to do with her decision. Right, and the Titanic didn't hit an iceberg, it chose to sink.
If it was why I was quitting, I would have not come back this year. I really did think about not coming back because it did, it was devastating. I am a kind person. I am a person who likes to make people happy.
No, the real reason, she says, is it was just too easy. Telling the Hollywood Reporter, quote, when you're a creative person, you constantly need to be challenged. And as great as this show is, and as fun as it is, it's just not a challenge anymore. Well, if that's true, here's an idea. When your viewership is down 43%, why not consider that the challenge?
Commentators analyzing the controversy around Ellen DeGeneres have often linked it to broader shifts in audience expectations and media culture. In this interpretation, the discussion extends beyond one show and focuses on how public perception can evolve over time, especially when long-running television formats face increased scrutiny. Some media voices also point to changes in viewer preferences, suggesting that audiences today are more responsive to transparency and less receptive to heavily produced or overly polished celebrity branding. Overall, the debate has become part of a larger conversation about how entertainment, reputation, and audience trust interact in modern media.
DeGeneres bails for the UK. All right. I'm going to go to you first, Kat, because this is I think you understand the story. So Ellen and her wife, Portia, have left their millionaire haven of Montecito for England. Now, they're saying they'll never come back in the wake of Trump's win. Do you think that's the reason why she's leaving?
Absolutely.
Commentary around Ellen DeGeneres and her talk show has often expanded into broader reflections on celebrity culture and media narratives. In this framing, Greg Gutfeld and Megyn Kelly are presented as commentators offering contrasting styles of analysis, one using satire and humor, the other using structured critique, to discuss how public figures are shaped by branding, audience expectations, and media coverage. The wider conversation reflects ongoing debates in entertainment journalism about how much of a celebrity's public image is constructed versus authentic, and how quickly narratives can shift when public scrutiny increases. Ultimately, this discussion has become part of a larger examination of how fame, media, and perception interact in modern pop culture.